The Peaceful Mother.
Hello and welcome to The Peaceful Mother, where I empower you to go from reactive parenting to proactive parenting, helping you heal old wounding and teaching you how to regulate your nervous system so that you can show up as the peaceful parent that you aspire to be. I'm Emily Delworth. I am a parenting coach, a trauma recovery coach, and author of The Angry Mom's Guide to Self-Regulation. You may already know me from my Instagram or Facebook pages. Whether you are new here or not, I am so glad that you decided to click on this video. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share so that we can get this information out there to as many parents in need as possible. All right, let's get into this. All right, so today I am going to teach you a few techniques for regulating your nervous system when you're feeling sad or tired. So when you're feeling sad or tired, you are in a hypo-aroused state, and we need up-regulating activities in order to bring us back into our window of tolerance where we are regulated, calm, clear thinking, rational, all of those things. And so we are going to go over a few techniques together. Before we do that, I want to remind you that we should always test our nervous system before and after. And if you've missed the information on that, I have a video that I made recently. You can go back on my page and find that. And it's going to teach you all that you need to know about testing your nervous system. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, press pause here, go to my channel, watch that video, and then meet me back here. All right, so let's get into our first upregulating activity, and that is burst breathing. So for burst breathing, we are focusing mostly on our exhale. The body's gonna inhale no matter what. We don't have to worry about that. Don't even have to think about it. So we're gonna focus mostly on the exhale here, and we're gonna exhale in bursts. And so it's gonna make a sound like P. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now, and then I'll give us a chance to do it together. So it's gonna look a little something like this. P, 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 P. Okay, so let's go ahead and test our nervous system before we get started. I'm going to go ahead and do a simple neck rotation. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do some burst breathing. So let's take a deep grounding breath before we get started. And I do want to note also before we get started, if you are new to this, I don't recommend doing more than 10 bursts at one time or in one day. So I'm going to stick with 10 for now. And if this is something you're experienced in, or you respond well to it and you want to slowly work yourself up to more, you can work up to as many as like 20 per day. I would not go over that. I do recommend going with 10, testing, then going with another 10, testing, if you do decide to work up to 20 in one day. So grounding breath, and let's get started. All right, let's go ahead and test our nervous system. All right, I am rotating further this time, quite a bit further. So my nervous system says yes, yay to that. All right, the next exercise that we are going to do to upregulate ourselves is right nostril breathing. This is super simple. It's one of my favorite go-to drills for when I am feeling tired or kind of depressed or unmotivated, sad, all the things that hypo-arousal can bring. And we're simply going to cover our left nostril, and we're just going to breathe in and out through our right nostril for about 5 to 7 breaths. Now let's go ahead and test our nervous systems again, establish that baseline, just on the off chance you forgot how far you were rotating. And you can test however works for you best. You don't have to do a neck rotation with me. You can test however you want to. So let's go ahead and cover our left nostril, and we'll breathe through our right. All right, and let's go ahead and test and see. Okay, yes, rotating even further. How about you? Let me know in the comments how these are going for you. All right, the last technique for up-regulating ourselves when we are in hypo-arousal, when we're feeling sad or tired, is dance. It's so underrated and it is such a beautiful somatic experience. Get your body moving, and obviously I recommend turning on joyful, happy, energizing music and just letting it speak to you. If you're not somebody who's like a big dancer, that's okay. Nobody's watching you. Like, do it with your kids, do it alone, however is going to work for you, but get your body moving and just listen to the music and let that inspire your movement. And you know what? If people are watching and they giggle, that's okay. You brought joy into their life. So have fun with it, get that body moving. It goes a long way in bringing you up out of that hypo-aroused state. Stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to go over some techniques that you can do when you're feeling angry or enraged. And then I'll get into some other emotions in future videos as well. If you like what you're seeing here, please keep in mind that I do have a 7-day nervous system reset challenge available on my website. I will put the link in the description, and it's 7 days of teaching you multiple different techniques that you can use to regulate your nervous system. I let you know whether they're up-regulating, down-regulating, or neutral, and I walk you through this whole process of learning how to regulate your nervous system and really change the outputs that the nervous system is giving. So instead of sadness and depression and you know, headaches and all the things, we are giving new outputs through this work. And so if you're interested in that, please take a look at the link in the description and meet me back here next week for a video on what to do when we're mad.